Hi, welcome to my weekly video series, Mindset of Leadership, building trust and positive communication, all for greater collaboration, success, and enjoying more out of business, work, and life. My name is Floria, founder of Recognize Your Potential. Thank you so much for joining me here today, whether this is your first time or you return every week. I love spending time with you. I look forward to these weekly videos, and I so enjoy this time together. So thank you so much. As you may have seen today on my social media, I posted on one of Steve Jobs' quotations called, and he says, innovation is the ability to look at change as an opportunity rather than a threat. Now, many of you may have heard and may be familiar that I use a similar quotation, and I say that effective leaders, embrace difficulties or challenges in order to find opportunities. Now, every week, during the week, I pay attention to the questions that people ask me. What's on their mind? And what would be of interest, of importance to you? And I take some of those conversations or questions that people ask, just regular everyday questions that might be on their mind, because I take that it is also of value to you in different circumstances. So when I saw the quotation from Steve Jobs, immediately it resonated with me that, hey, this is what I would like to talk about, because it was also reflective of number of conversations and questions I have had during the last week alone, not to say even before that. So the question is about change. A friend of mine who has a store and was talking, I asked her how she was doing, and she said, oh, I have two, she has two teenage girls. And she said, oh, it's so tough. And then another colleague of mine was talking that their plan for expansion has changed in the last couple of years. And my response to both of them was that, hey, change is the only constant in life. And the more we actually look positively towards the change that we are experiencing, then we see greater opportunities, and it stresses out us a lot less. Just this morning, I had a phone call from another colleague, and we were in a short 30-minute conversation meeting, and who was saying that one of his friends had some bad news at work. And he said he was dealing with it, but it was a rather tough weekend. And immediately I came back and I said, well, I asked him if he had seen my post this morning. And he said, yes. I said, well, so change is not a bad thing. Our anticipation of change oftentimes is very stressful. And what do you think happens if I expect negative things to happen? What makes you think that is going to be anything positive? And we had a conversation, and he said, yes, that makes sense. And soon he was on board. He let go of calling it negative. Because if we say, you know what, things have changed, business is different, I need to make some changes. That in itself indicates the thoughts that we are having in terms of the changes that we want to make. So how I use, I use the same type of language and becoming aware of the thoughts that we have, then I say, you know what? I am looking forward. Things are always changing, and it keeps me on my toes. It inspires me to always want to be better and improve the product, the service that I offer, or improve a circumstance, improve a situation. And then I actually am aware of my thoughts. I saw someone's t-shirt that said, you are what you eat. And instantly my thought was, no, yes, it is true that we are what we eat, but even more so, we are what we think. You are what you think. And we want to consistently be aware of our emotions, our thoughts, because our emotions indicate where our thoughts are. And I cannot see opportunities and have a positive experience going through a change if I am anticipating negative. I'm anticipating cutbacks. I'm anticipating that I may have to work harder. Whereas I say, things are changing. I'm looking forward to new opportunities. I know that this change will bring more opportunities for me down the road. I know that. We have seen buildings being built. It's the same thing. During the construction, there is mayhem happening. There is change happening. But at the same time, once it is built, then we're all happy because we like the new and the developed and everything else. So it's the same thing in our work, in our businesses, at the workplace, or in life. It is no different. But the key is for us to be aware that, am I looking forward to this change? Am I looking forward to doing things differently, to instilling new habits? And how can I make this journey much more enjoyable? Now, I know oftentimes we don't think of these in life, at the workplace, or in business, or even in life. We are not aware of them. However, I assure you, as you become more aware and change your mindset, changing the thoughts, then you will enjoy the change that you are initiating yourself, or part of a larger organization that things are changing. In closing, I want to thank you for all your support. Please go to my website, Recognize Your Potential, subscribe to my list, and you can get daily quotations right in your email. You can receive podcasts, videos right in your inbox. Look forward to hearing from you with your gifts of feedback, and make it a marvelous Monday.